Looking for recommendations for skin scents that you can barely smell. You know, those that smell literally like your skin. Looking for recommendations for skin scents that you can barely smell. You know, smell like you, but better. And it adds a little bit of hint of florals or fruits or tropical vibes to it. So if you're interested, let's get started. A fragrance house that is truly undervalued as one of the forefront runners for skin scents that is your skin but better is Veronica By. I love the presentation, love the bottles, but I didn't know what my bottles were until I sniffed them. So I went ahead and I labeled all my bottles. So I'll know all my Veronica By perfumes. Now this one is Mimosa in the Air. I think that this is very bright. It's like yellow florals, sunny. One of the easiest fragrances to wear, especially if you like outdoorsy type fragrances. So there's such of a green vibe with this perfume as well. The saltiness, the freshness of the mimosa flower. I only wear this fragrance during the warmer months, meaning the spring and summer. Texas stays hot all year long. Just like it like outdoors. If I know I'm going outdoors, that's when I tend to wear Mimosa in the Air a lot. And also, this is a good fragrance if you work in the healthcare industry. It is so light, it is so, clean smelling, still vacation smelling vibe that I think it would work perfect for that as well. So this is Mimosa in the Air by Veronica By. There is a skin-like gourmand scent. This is 402 and this is by Bon Parfumé. This has got vanilla, caramel, and santal in there. A lot of times when you see santal, you're thinking like woody vibes, right? And santal happens to be a fragrance note when added. It tends to give that relaxed, easy peasy type of vibe. If you like vanilla, you will like this. This is a perfume that gives you that gourmand vibe if you are a gourmand lover. And then there's not like you can see there's not a whole lot of florals or anything in here. It's just really clean, really nondescript, very, how should I say, elevated. I keep using that word because I think it's, number one, it's a target word lately. It also makes me feel put together. So this is 402 by Bon Parfumé, a beautiful, slightly gourmand fragrance that I think is a great skin scent, but better. This is Mellow Musks and it's by Myth Bangkok. Here is a fragrance that probably fits the bill when people think about skin scents. This is a beautiful, warm, vanillic fragrance. It has a sweetness to it that is definitely not sticky or cloying. I really love wearing this fragrance. The disbursement of the fragrance, because of the way it comes out in a soft spray across the skin, it adds to the experience. It's one of the easiest fragrances to wear all year long, but it really shines in warmer temperatures and hot days, especially in like high temperatures in the 80s and stuff. This really shines through. It is not cloying at all. So the vanilla in here and the sweetness in here, although you get projection, it definitely does smell like you're smelling great and not your perfume that's smelling great. So this is Mellow Musk by Myth Bangkok. A fragrance that is definitely a playful floral. There are fruit elements, there are florals in here, but there is also a playfulness from sort of a cotton candy vibe that I'm getting, but it's not heavily pronounced. Moon Carnival is definitely in my opinion, a softer scent. There is not a lot of heavy weighed down materials in this fragrance or notes in this fragrance. I like Moon Carnival because I found it easy to layer other fragrances with. I find that when I wear it, it is not, oh my God, this is too much. I'm never getting that with this fragrance. I just get a nice, clean, fresh vibe that I enjoy. And that's what I consider skin scents, to be honest with you. How I want to smell to someone when they hug me. Somebody smells it, oh, you smell good, meaning that my skin smells good, not necessarily my perfume smells good. That's what Moon Carnival gives me. If you are looking for a fragrance that has like the essence of skin, look no further. This is vanilla and the white florals blended really beautifully together. Absolute by Scentologia is a fragrance that is very soft. Just think of floating, like cloud-like, not in a gourmand, crazy, sweet vibe. Blends really well with white florals. Also, when it dries down, it actually lasts really long on my skin. I got about 8 hours on this. I didn't remember what I had sprayed on. And when I came back and I was going through the fragrances on my chart, I was like, wait a minute, it's Absolute. And that's what this is. In my opinion, one of the easiest fragrance to wear, but it's also a very, very underrated fragrance because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Again, if it's your skin but better, your skin but much more elevated, this is Absolute by Scentologia. A skin scent that I think is definitely fills the bill as a skin scent, an elevated one. This is J'adore Parfums Dough, one of the best elevated fragrances I think in my collection. Now this has absolutely no alcohol in it. It's got white florals. It's got like a creamy, milky texture to it. When you spray it, it comes off white on your skin and then you could rub it in or you could just let it dry. I rub it in. This is moisturizing as well. So you've got a moisturizing perfume, a fragrance that does not pull out deep moisture from your skin. It's one of the most relaxing, calming, second skin type of vibe, how I want to smell when I go to bed. And every time I put this on to go to bed, I get compliments. As a matter of fact, I wore it out the other day. I was shopping at Sephora and somebody pulled me aside and was like, I don't know what you're wearing, but oh my God, you smell delicious. Are you wearing perfume? So they even asked me if I was wearing perfume. So this is Dior J'adore's Parfums Dough, a beautiful skin fragrance. A fragrance in Kayali's lineup that I think is a beautiful skin scent is Kayali Deja Vu White Floral. This is a white floral fragrance. It has vanilla in there. And this is a fragrance that I think blends well with a lot of other fragrances. So if you're looking to wear 2 or 3 different fragrances that are softer, on the softer side, this is one that you might want to add into the melee of your cocktail. Deja Vu White Flower happens to be one of the easiest fragrances to wear. When I'm looking for something that's easy and simple, it happens to be the fragrance that I tend to reach for, especially with my Kayali lineup. I don't know if you guys think the same. The soft fragrance, it might project more on other people than on my skin. But for me, this is on the softer side. That's why I like it so much. And I feel that it's so pretty that I'm always like sniffing my arm or sniffing my clothes when I spray it on. If you're looking for a Chanel that has the DNA of Chanel, but it's not like quote unquote old school, this one might be your pick. This is Chanel number 5 Low. It is bright, cherry, a little bit, in my opinion, modern as well. I think this is a great signature scent for those of you that like that bright, fresh vibe. It's good for that. This bottle is actually a limited edition bottle that came out, I want to say last year. You can't stand it up, so you have to lay it down. So keep that in mind if you're looking to purchase this fragrance. It does come in the regular bottle, the regular Chanel bottle, so you can go that route as well. This was just a limited edition bottle. So this is a nice, clean, fresh skin scent if you're looking for something from Chanel, but you don't want that, overly quote-unquote Chanel vibe that people tend to avoid. A fragrance I'm really happy to have in my collection is Billy by Harlem Perfume Company. This is such a beautiful scent. It's soft, playful, pretty. It's got a blend of florals in here that I absolutely love and a little bit of vanilla as well. This is one of the best fragrances to layer with. I found myself layering it with almost everything. I am heading out the door and I want not to think, excuse me, not to think too hard about a fragrance. I pull this out. And each time that I've worn it, whether I layered it or not, Billy got me compliments. I have worn it to the gym. I've worn it shopping. I've worn it just hanging out at home. I've worn it going to the movies. I've worn it, casually as well as dressy because I've worn it to dinner when I was on my cruise. This is absolutely such a beautiful fragrance. Harlem Perfume Company makes really wonderful fragrances, guys. Y'all need to check them out. Mornings in Milano by Burke Holes is an unbelievably soft, sweet, creamy fragrance that is a skin scent like no other. This has creamy coconut, then you have warm sun-like vibes. You have it wrapped in the peach and the florals. I really like this fragrance a lot. Basically, like if I'm in the most bougiest hotel, I open up the doggone windows, I'm smelling outdoors the florals and the peach gardens, as well as a little bit of coconut because there are coconut trees on the side. That's like a perfect morning, right? When you have loads of money and you have nothing else to do because you ain't got to work because your money working for you. That's what Mornings of Milano is. Now, this is a skin scent as well because it does not project like crazy. If you're looking for longevity, I would say it's average. On my skin, I got about 6 hours. At these points, if you have a lot of perfumes, longevity really isn't an issue, right? For most people. I think that this does not have that musky vibe people talk about when they're like, oh, your skin but better. This doesn't have that on me. It just has that really burst of energy. This is very soft. It is very creamy and it's very elevated. This is Mornings in Milano and it's by Burke Holes. Here is a beautiful, soft, powdery vanilla fragrance with a little bit, and I mean a little bit, of a hint of fruitiness to it. This is Happy Dust by Narcotica. One of the fragrances that I don't hear a lot of people talking about except when it was first released. I know that there have been complaints about this fragrance. It doesn't last long or it doesn't project as much, etc., etc. But when you're thinking clean girl aesthetic or clean guy aesthetic, when you're thinking elevated aesthetic, you're not looking for loud, boisterous, or terribly heavy fragrances, right? You're looking for things that somebody will say, you're smelling better, not your perfume smells great. You know what I mean? So Happy Dust fits that category. It's a soft vanilla fragrance. It, in my opinion, is a really pretty fragrance if you're looking for something that, you don't want too gourmand. You don't want something that's too sweet. You don't want anything loud. It fits the bill. Happy Dust has matcha, jasmine, vanilla absolute, Madagascar vanilla. So there are several vanillas in here. So if you're looking for a vanilla-like or vanilla-esque skin scent that is your skin but much better, elevated, Happy Dust might be one you want to give a try. I know some of the recommendations might be a little different than what you're normally seeing when people are talking about skin scents, but these are the scents that are lighter, easier going. And when I think of skin scents, that's kind of the vibe that I go for. Let me know if you thought that today's video was helpful. Let me know what you thought of today's video, period, down in the comments. And if you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button if the content is enjoyable to you and you think that whatever I'm putting out, you're gonna, pick up, okay? I would love to see you in the next video, so please take care. Bye!